portion that connects to the barn. This is the summer kitchen. So there's not currently any heat out here. However, you could. This is so cool. Another, I guess, homeschooler location. This stove, you can put a fire in right to that chimney. This is where she did all her canning and jarring. So this is functioning when it's not winterized. Here are all of her canning shelves. How cool is that, right? And so she would pump the water, start a fire, and then, let's see if I can get some good light in here, but put the ashes in here, or the coals rather, in here, and boil the water, and then mass seal all of the jars right in there. And then let me start another video for you as we come through so that they send quickly. So we just came from here. Workshop area. Another workshop area. Some outside access doors. This is your indoor outhouse. So you have a 3-seater porta potty. That's the kiddie stool. It has not been used for quite a long time. Up here is a full loft space. Huge. That goes all the way to the first portion, the summer kitchen where we just came through. And then this is where the stalls for the animals were, the little cows and the sheep. They have clean outs here. This portion is still just a crawl space underneath. So they would scrape the stalls into here and then just back drag it with the tractor outside. That's the big barn. We'll go out there next, but just so you have an idea, this is all yours. This is all yours. Past that is all yours. And we can walk all the way up to the cupola, which is pretty rare and fantastic. All right, so stalls, outside, workshop, summer kitchens on the other side of that door. And here's the big barn. This whole door slides. I just need 2 hands because she's heavy, very heavy. This leads to the basement of the barn, which is dirt, but this is hay loft, rope swing. And just so you can have an idea of just how tall this is, we're gonna go up here, up those stairs, up those stairs, to those stairs, and then to the cupola. So first level. And this is actually super cool. All the pulleys and ropes and everything still here. This barn has been cabled up, so it is never going to fall down, if that makes sense. So that right there, those are huge cables that keep this barn standing. This is your, what, 3rd floor? And this has just been nailed shut because we just don't want anybody to leave it open and walk through. But You could pulley all your things up and down here. That is all yours past the tree line. And we're gonna go all the way up to the very tippity top. Don't mind me as I'm winded. Up one more flight. And one more flight. So now we're in the cupola. That is a single stall garage. She drives a RAV4, so no problem parking in there. That's my Ram. So I don't think I would want to park my truck in there if it would even fit. Across the street, this woman is also a widow, just like my seller here, unfortunately, which is sad, but she's of the same thought process. She will never sell. She has about 70 acres across the street. She'll never sell that to a developer. And we just came through this section, which is that pass through. That's the actual house. And oh, it's a loud oil truck. So as you're looking here, this is a kid's playhouse that her late husband built. This is the flower bed and the flower garden. That is your well. But just all of this belongs here. The only portion that does not belong to this property is this little cutout right here for the neighbor's yard. But this is, as you're looking at the property, it's kind of towards the back and you don't even see them because the barn's in the way. So it's super private. The only portion that does not belong to you is this little cut where their yard is. All of this to that tree line, all the way past through there, past those trees, This is a little pond over here. And then, I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's right here, there's two high bush blueberry rows that are still left from the pick your own. And then these are all apple trees right here. And there's a couple pear trees over there as well. They all still produce Cortland, Golden Delicious, and crab apple, and then pears as well. So thanks for enjoying my very winded tour.